Hello everyone, my name is Crowe and welcome to another vlog. Now I recently went back and looked at all of the videos I've done. Didn't sit there and watch every single one of them, but I was kind of looking back, all the way from the beginning, which isn't entirely a year yet. My first video was uploaded in March of 22nd, I think, or 22nd in March, however it makes sense to you. And it made me realize that, a lot of the effort that I first put into making videos has kind of slipped away since I started making content. And a lot of people, probably try to defend me and say, nah man, you're a great guy, you still do good work, you put out nice content, you give back to people, so, just in general, you're a nice guy. And I'm not arguing that. I do try to do my best with giving back to you guys and being a good person and putting effort into my videos and such, but I feel like that there's a certain type of finesse that I kind of don't put into my videos as much as I do, almost like I'm trying too hard at this point. And I want to put more effort into my thumbnails, because I noticed that back when I first started making videos, if you look back on my first 50 or so videos, my thumbnails were a lot more creative and they had a lot more pop to them, whereas now they're pretty static. Some of them might look a little interesting every now and again, but most of them are kind of ignorable. And when it comes to thumbnails, that's not what the case should be. So I'm going to try to be putting more effort into those as well. The thing is with me, there's less, every day that goes by, there's less and less of an excuse for me not to put as much effort into my videos as I once did. So that being the case, I really want to do what I can to put as much effort into my videos as I once did. And a lot of it is like lack of self-motivation. Any YouTube content creator, especially those who are just starting out, will tell you if you're not a very, very strong self-motivator, let me turn this light on real quick. If you're not a very strong self-motivator, your motivation pretty much relies on how many views you get per video. And the thing is, when you're not achieving what you had hoped for, what you had expected, it kind of gets to a point where you start to lose, confidence in your ability to make good content that people actually enjoy watching. And at one point I did have a decent amount of people constantly watching my videos, not like thousands by any means, but there was a time where every video I uploaded, there was 20 plus people viewing them. And at the time, as I was getting those 20 plus views every video, the only thing I could think is, I want more. But now lately, since that has stopped being the case, it makes me realize how much I took for granted. Even that many views per video, and it's not like an analytical thing, it's not a statistical thing, it's not like 20 views per video as in, I'm trying to be impressive and get a lot of views. It's that every single time I see a view on a video, it makes me think there's someone in this world who watched this video, who actually was interested in this, even if they didn't watch it all the way through. They were intrigued enough by the video to click on it. Either that, or it was a complete and total accident, which could be the case. But when I was getting 20 plus views per video, I knew that I had people who were following me and watching my stuff regularly, and then I stopped putting as much effort into my videos. I wasn't uploading as often, and it got to the point where I feel like I was kind of letting people down. So I really want to make up for that and put more effort into my content, and not just keep throwing money at people, and thinking that'll somehow turn my channel into a better quality channel. Now, don't get me wrong, I still am going to do giveaways. I get a really good feeling when I give back to the community, and I do giveaways, but what I'm saying is I'm trying to get myself back to where I was as far as motivational purposes. And I just want to say, for every one of you guys out there who actually watch my content regularly, and for anyone who's just checking this video out, or anyone who checks out any of my videos, I just highly appreciate it. That there's no better feeling in the world knowing that there's even a handful of people out there who look forward to watching a video from me on a regular basis. So thank you very much for that. Like I said, I just can't describe how that makes me feel. Someone who gets enjoyment out of making people laugh, or just in general entertainment purposes, it makes me feel amazing. So back onto the subject of giveaways, I will still be doing giveaways. I wanted to kind of shy away from them as much, not because I'm not able to, but simply because I feel like that's kind of what this channel was starting to become, was just a channel people would go to when there was another giveaway. And I never really meant for this channel to become that, and I do want to keep giving back to you guys and such, but in order for me to have a stable base of people who watch my content regularly, I need to actually have a stable base of content and not just have people coming to my channel specifically for giveaways. And YouTube is a give and take type deal where I don't exactly ever intend for this to be like a career for me, like to the point where I don't need to work another job. But I want to get paid, but not in money. I want to get paid in like satisfaction and the enjoyment of other people actually enjoying my content. And that's really what matters to me when it comes to creating content. And as people were enjoying my stuff and more people were actually watching my stuff, it gave me a heightened sense of motivation to actually put out even more and better stuff. And I don't know at what point I lost that. I don't know if there was just something that happened. I know once I started recording with the group, things started to become it was kind of a bittersweet situation, because when I started recording with the group, I was able to get out content with them, which was great by all means. I look back and I actually personally watch my videos all the time with me in the group, and I laugh. I sit there and laugh my ass off watching these videos, and I'm like, that's a good video. And every once in a while I'll put it as my channel trailer, because it's like, if anyone does come to my channel, that's the kind of stuff I want them to see. But then I noticed that video was made so long ago that it's at the point where I'm showing them who I was and not who I am, and I want to be that person again, and I want to create that content. But as I started working with the group, that was the sweet part, was all the great content. But the bitter part was I kind of got reliant on recording with a group. Once upon a time, my videos were completely solo and solitary. I didn't have to rely on other people feeding me, certain quips and such that I could reply to, and vice versa. Now, that doesn't mean I don't like working in a group. I think that working in a group is probably the most beneficial to everyone. Me, because I don't have to do all the work of entertaining you guys, and also you guys, because the more people there are, the more personalities are in one room, and the more people who can get together and make good content. But if I ever do get into a group like that again, I want it to be like a solid group of people who I actually can kind of have that connection with that I had with the previous group. And I still talk with most of the guys in the previous group, but the thing is, with amateur YouTubers like myself, we kind of fall out very easily. We get very caught up in life. Maybe we're trying to go back to school, maybe there's a job that's getting in the way. There's so many things that can be kind of taking control of your life. And for a lot of them, that's what happened. It was already difficult enough because some of us lived in different areas of the world, and we all had to have a set time of when to get on. We had a good 10 plus people at any given time or not at any given time, but about 10 plus people at one solid time that we all had in the group. So we had a variety of people to play with, but as I said, one at a time, people would lose interest. They weren't seeing instant results, which is a negative trait for all humans. In all honesty, we all expect instant results for everything, whether it's making content on YouTube or working out, or whatever the case may be. But I really don't want to be that person. There's been times where I've been making content and I get to the point where I'm very demotivated, and I don't upload any videos for a while. I don't make any content for a while, but there's always something drawing me back, and I'm like, no, I gotta keep doing this, I gotta keep doing this, I gotta keep going, because I feel like I actually can turn this into something solid. And I don't want anyone other than myself to tell me I can't do this, and I refuse to be the one who fails. You know, I refuse to be the one who personally takes it upon himself to screw up his odds and chances of doing something. And if I'm the only one responsible for how things work in my life, then so long as I don't allow myself to fail, then there should be no way I can. So that all being said, guys, I really just, I've made many vlogs, I've played mini games, and just the more and more I've thought about it, something, looking back on those videos tonight, something just kind of happened inside. I don't even know how to express it or explain it, but I feel like it's time that I change things back to the way they were, and that I start to really show you guys who I actually am as far as my content goes, and not whoever this guy who's I've been masquerading as for the past couple of weeks. I don't know if it's been some type of depression or what the case might be, but I assure you that I am actually capable of entertaining people to at least a significant or moderate degree. But anyways, guys, I really do appreciate everything you guys do, all the comments, all the likes, watching my videos. I sit there and read all of your guys' comments on every single one of my videos, and sometimes I can't reply to them because, the whole Google Plus thing and whatnot. I don't really know how to remedy that. If I did, I would. But I do. I read all of them, and I, make sure I leave a like on them to show you guys that I did read that comment and I'm liking it, because I want you to know that I was there and I seen it. But I feel like it's time to kind of recapture all of that, and like I said, I just really appreciate every single bit of advice, every tip, just any type of comment or statement you might have for my channel in general. But anyways, guys, once again, thank you so much for being here. If you watch this video all the way to the end, you're a trooper, and I appreciate it very much. And until next time, guys, take it easy.